OK, animal lovers will be very pleased to know that there are a number of organisations around Moscow that care for the welfare of animals here.
Funding isn't great, though, with many such places often depending on donations from the public. And to find out more, let's join Primetime's Svetlana Kurekina.
This is a horse with a story to tell, and it's not a happy one.
His name is Leader. He's 21 and he's had a very tough life. He started out as a racehorse, then he was in various riding schools and ended up giving rides in the city streets. When he started to have severe health problems, he was simply thrown out. He could hardly walk when we finally got him.
Leader is one of more than 200 horses who've been given assistance through a charity called EquiHelp. Set up 8 years ago, it rescues horses in trouble in and around Moscow. Most of these animals require medical care, and all of them need new homes, which is what EquiHelp tries to provide. But the charity itself needs all the support it can get, donations and volunteers. Adopting a horse full-time doesn't come cheap. You'll need at least 10,000 rubles per month for stabling and medical bills. But for Elena and her son Kolya, it's been worth it.
It's no accident that we started helping horses. My son Kolya was born with autism and wasn't talking at all. When he was 6, we got a pony, and all of a sudden he began to speak. Horses help change our lives for the better, so we want to repay them with love and care.
Most of these horses can no longer be ridden, but Elena says they'll make great and grateful friends for those who want to care for them. And if you're thinking of helping animals in Moscow, there are other ways too. There is an animal kingdom right in the heart of the capital that offers opportunities to adopt its residents. The city's zoo, Russia's largest and oldest, is home to over 8,000 animals and birds. And if a particular furry creature, a bird or even a reptile has caught your eye, you can lend a hand in covering their fees. The zoo wants as many Moscow animal lovers as possible to get involved.
We now have about 100 companies and individuals who've adopted animals here. The program doesn't bring in much income, only about 2% of our budget. It's still a great help to us, and it's not all about money. The key here is to make people feel that the zoo belongs to them, that anyone can take part in these animals' life and welfare.
And here's one company that has already done it. Pink flamingos are their pick.
We started cooperating with the Moscow Zoo in 2003. We wanted the animal or bird we adopted to be coming from a region where we develop our projects. So we chose pink flamingos, because Chevron's activities in Russia are concentrated in the country's southern regions, and that's where these birds can be found in the wild.
Meanwhile, Leader has yet to find a new home or a permanent sponsor. But Elena hopes that one day this horse and others like him will see their story get a happy ending. Svetlana Kurekina, Primetime Russia, RT.
So it's equihelp.org if you feel like you want to help. Also, primetime@rttv.ru is our email. You can send us a line if you need more information about it. And if you just Google in adopt an animal in the Moscow Zoo, you'll get all the information from their website. And the best thing is that there are very, very different options there. You can adopt a little mouse, which would cost you a few kopecks a month, or you could adopt a larger animal. A few years ago, when I checked, I think something like an elephant would cost you about 6,000 rubles a day. That's how much it eats.
It's pretty expensive. Some bankers could afford that, perhaps, for the
Absolutely.
Christmas bonuses. Or you could just do what you do. You took in an animal, didn't you?
2. I took in 2 animals, a dog
and I know
and a cat.
Richard, who works in sport, he adopted a few cats, took them in off the street. So you can, or you can just sort of do it direct and
yeah,
do it
absolutely.
that way.